You hear that?
Ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, would you please rise for the singing of our national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
I got it on your Facebook. It's on your Facebook. No.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch
politics coming from the view of the streets. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Not get it anywhere else.
We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view. You know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench. Because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on a Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
2, 3, 4, 5. We live. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from a hood point of view. I'm Rabbit Jones, and this is OnlyFans J. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're new here, you don't know what to expect. But if you've been here before, you know what's going on here. We chasing magazine coons. Appreciate everybody that got us to 366 subs on this YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. Everybody that been with us from the beginning, that stick with us to now. We appreciate y'all a whole lot. You know what I'm saying, dog? Never expected anybody to even sub, let alone 366 people. You know what I'm saying, dog? So if you like what you hear, like, subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, whatever we at, you see us at, Instagram. Appreciate y'all a whole lot. Holler at your boys. Follow us, you know what I'm saying, dog? And see what politics is about from the hood point of view. You know what I'm saying, dog? What it is, what it do. It is a lot happening in politics. What's going on with you, player?
What's up? Man, what's been going on?
What you got going on, bro? How your day been, man?
Day been cool. Daughter graduated from high school on Friday. So she's officially out of school and on her way to going to George Mason University. So far as a full ride, $500,000, you know. It's a lot of money to go to school.
You best believe that.
And not sure, you know, with this, since we're in politics right now, not sure about the, you know, the big, beautiful, ugly ass, dumb ass bill.
So hold on. So
that's included too.
So what you're saying is your daughter graduated from high school, right?
Yeah.
We will make America great again. We will make America great again.
That's what I always trying to tell people is that it is motherfucking black people out this joint, black families out this joint that are actually raising their kids, bro. And to me, most motherfuckers only latch on to what they see on TV or the news and think that's our culture as black men. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only thing I don't like. It's like, it's me working in a motherfucker as a master barber. I come in contact with a lot of families. And I already noticed that there's a lot of men out there, black men, that take care of their fucking families and their kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? And raise them. And then I watch them as they growing up and going through college and shit. So it ain't like black families ain't out this joint raising productive kids, because that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying, dog? And my son graduating from 8th grade too, come think of it. And bro, nigga, I told this motherfucker, right? My son. You know how you getting ready for graduation and all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, send me a list of shoes you like and shit, right? Websites and all that good shit, so I can look at some shit, right? Bro, did you know he sent me a couple of websites? The first 2 shoes I see was a G.
Gucci Cabana.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
And I'm worried about understand. My son is 13. He's going to high school, not graduate like his daughter, right? And the first 2 shoes was a G. So first of all, I'm thinking, huh? Like, wait, what? First of all, what kind of shoe gonna cost a G? And it ain't Jordans. First of all, that's my thought process. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, Jordans used to be high to us. It's a shoe that's $700. Where is that at? That's gonna be Gucci and shit like that, the white man shit, right? So I'm thinking, God damn, do all kids wear this shit? So I'm in the barbershop. I'm in contact with a lot of people. I'm throwing out shit like, damn, my son wanted $1,000 shoes. Oh, hell yeah. Ladies jump up. Oh shit, yeah. My son sent me the same. Is it but Boki Beyond or some bullshit? I was like, oh, I think it is. Yeah. I think all the kids trying to wear that shit. And I'm looking like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm looking at it like, damn, that's $1,000 for a shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we doing? But I'm not thinking like when I was his age, like we all was wearing Jordans to us was high shit when we was coming up, remember? Mm-hmm. And if you get that, it was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? You got some Jordans.
And you gotta keep a weapon on you.
You gotta do that. That's why I was trying to explain to him too on the second hand. I'll get to that. But I'm like, damn. So that's something I have to get then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to these websites for this joint. I realized they got payment plans on these shoes, bro.
Yeah, they do. Afterpay, Klarna.
They got pay. I'm like, huh? Because in my mind I was thinking, who the fuck parents can afford this, first of all, and getting their kids $1,000 pair of shoes, bro? Who doing that? You know what I'm saying? I had to debate and go back and forth with my son and get it down to $650. Like, and that was like, if he would start off with and gave me an internet joint that said $650, I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking? You know what I'm saying? At the beginning, I had to negotiate $650. So in my mind, I'm thinking, damn, is she smarter than me when I was 13 to negotiate down to $650? Because you know what I'm saying now? Because I was like, damn, I was trying to get Jordan. There was two. You know what I'm saying now? I could have thought, damn, I could have thought of something bigger than that and negotiated down to Jordans. You know what I'm saying now? Like, damn. If I went on and did the shit, but I had to give him the talk of, bruh, this is not even a smart thing to do, first of all. Second, you could have got 3 pair of shoes with that and been set for the summer. That's me talking to him. You know what I'm saying? This is me. And then third, nigga, you got a pistol and you ready to fight out here? Like, cause niggas gonna take that off your goddamn feet like they shoes, like they cars or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, first of all, when he first sent me the link, I'm like, bro, first of all, you're not walking around with a car on your feet, bro. $1,000, that's a fucking ride. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Until I talk to everybody and I'm like, God damn it, yeah, we do that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's crazy though how kids, and then this nigga shit bigger than mine now, bruh. We go measure this motherfucker. This nigga shoes, first of all, they same size as mine. I'm like, huh? What the fuck, nigga? Your shit 200 like mine now? No. Go back to 12, because 13 is too big. Go back 12 years old, because when you get 13, you're a grown motherfucker at this point. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, huh? Bro, I would never... My thought process was like, Jordan's like $250. I'm going to negotiate a little bit, get $150, $190 pair of shoes, right? Nigga, this nigga sent me a link for $1,000 pair of shoes. Then everybody understood him but me. I'm hitting my uncle, my little brother, like, bro, do you know this nigga? I'm hitting my sister. She's like, yeah, that's what they do. I'm like, huh? I'm the only motherfucker sound crazy. Shit's crazy, bro.
My daughter got $1,000 per shoe.
Bro, you didn't even give me the information. You held that for a minute, so I indulged that I did that. You try to keep that to yourself.
No, I'm saying I know the feeling.
Oh, okay.
But
did you do the payment plan or not?
I didn't personally do it. Mom did. I'm
That's what I'm saying. To get him, did that happen?
Me, I'll be like you. I try to negotiate like at least about $200.
No bullshit.
Me, I don't pay no more than $250 or $200.
Bro, I'm not thinking about that. That's not even in my thought process. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you send that link, it's like, this is the right link.
But what happens
are we doing?
What happens is you just basically, when you say, hey, send me a link for some shoes, you basically sent them a blank check.
That's not good.
And tell them to fill it out.
Like I'm Donald Trump, the black one, too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta unmute yourself.
Nah, when you first sent me the link, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, when you gonna do this? My brother was stingy. He ain't gonna do this. He really ain't gonna do this.
What type of shoes were they? Gucci, what was it?
The off-whites. Some Saks. So I was like, should I do this shit? Should I just tell him I can get these shoes a little bit cheaper than this? But he's like, no, I gotta have my money, because I could have got them jokes for like $300 or something dollars. Not the price that I seen. I was like, damn. Did you negotiate that too?
And you can't go to negotiations with a child without talking to somebody on the outside first, bro. I should have told you that. Cause now they smarter than us. They see shit. They see shit on social media. Like, I'm gonna try that on my father. See if that work. They got you like that, didn't they?
Damn sure got me.
You see if I put a wool over his head.
It turned out his friends already had the joints. That was like, how the fuck?
So they went to the same prom with the same shoes.
Nah, that's why I was like, how the fuck your friends got? That's why I was like, how the fuck they got these joints, bro? That doesn't even make any sense. They start telling me, oh yeah, this a doctor, his mother a doctor, and all that bullshit. Nah, fuck that. Like, what is happening here, yeah? That's what I found out. It was a payment plans and shit. Like,
they got payment plans. Yeah, they got it a lot cheaper than that too.
What is it, Barcelona or some shit like that? Did I say it right? Balenciaga or some shit, Gucci, all that wild. I'm like, huh? Balenciaga, yeah. I'm like, huh? You only 13 though. What the fuck are we doing? You want to search your Tente's? Hey, y'all remember those? Sergio Tente's. I used to be pressed to get those joints. Yeah, the suit. Y'all remember those suits back then? That was the shit back then. Sergio Tente with the T. That was the shit back then with the little color up here.
You gotta have money to know about something like that. So that
was the shit back in the day when we was coming up and shit though. But yeah, that's why I was like. Then I started thinking, no, first of all, my son ain't gonna be the oddball out. First of all, so that's the first thing ain't about to happen. If all his friends got these damn things, I'm gonna get these damn things. You know what I'm saying? Nah. But I'm gonna try to get down to 700 at least. Because that taco joint was not gonna be kosher. Fuck that.
My Keon wanted to pay a flight on flight.com. You know, they got like the Jordans and shit. They be having like Jordans for like $700-$800, and another site they be having the Jordans for like $700-$800. So he sent me that. I was like, $899 for what? So I sent that same shoe to somebody else. Say, hey, is this the right price? Then he hit me. Then he said, try this site right here. That joint for $199. I said, all right, I get it for that price, that price. So you gotta kind of like search through why it's like, you gotta kind of like search through you gotta talk, you gotta communicate. But you be just paying $1,000 for shoes again, bro. You gotta communicate.
Man, that's crazy. I told that nigga, man, we gonna counsel them motherfuckers. First of all, nigga, let me ask you something, Jay.
The other thing is,
Jay, hold on. Let me ask you this important thing. So if you order these motherfucking shoes, 700,000, whatever the fuck, right? And you put on that joint at 1 day or 2 day delivery, you put the extra money for that, right? And we're at the 4th day, they ain't here. What do?
Cancel.
No. So I'm telling my son, hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you some good shit. This shit about to get canceled, bro. Because there's no way the fuck I'm gonna go 5 days and they ain't send me my 1 day delivery. What the fuck are we talking about at this point, bro? And not we're talking about $100. We talking about 700 plus. No, that gotta come back now. Fuck that. What are you talking about? So I told him, tomorrow, you got to 12 o'clock noon. If I ain't got no progress, it's canceled. Ain't the fuck sap. Fuck wrong with y'all, bro? I shouldn't even go to Monday. Like, who go to Monday when I ordered Wednesday for 1 to 2? Like, what? Thank you, my guy. What are we doing at this point? They could have been here. I could have looked at them and be like, I don't like these by now. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro?
Well, you could just say, fuck it, I'm going to cancel it right now.
Exactly. That's what I try to tell them. That's what's going to happen. I'm like, bro, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to give it to noon. If they ain't send a joint saying, hey, it's on the way, it's not on the way. It's going to be canceled. Ain't the fuck sap. You're going to go get you another pair of shoes or something. I don't know what the fuck are you going to do. But those are done. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, they'll deliver a car by now, bro. What are we doing? And shouts out. Before we move on to the important political shit, I want to get shouts out to important black ladies. First, my mama. You gotta know that, even though it's Father's Day. My mama, my Aunt Rita. 2 black ladies that went through their ups and downs over the last year and now coming out prospering and even stronger. You know what I'm saying, dog? As black women. So I'm here to make sure that everybody know that the black latex is strong as ever. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Speaking of black ladies, the Tubmans are delayed again.
That's not good, man. You gonna make me mad.
Till 2030.
I mean, I already know that because this orange neck pig demon fuck Donald J. Trump is fucking with jackass Trump is fucking president. You know what I'm saying? Now, first of all, before we go any further, even though since we got the motherfucking Iraq vet here, right? Everybody know, and we had at the beginning that Donald the Orange Demon fuck Trump had a parade out there with the military. What he said was celebrating the beginning of the military might not sound good for black people. We're gonna set that aside. The beginning of the military. You seen that some of that, Jay? We had some at the beginning,
but the beginning of the military. 250 years since they had the military established. On the same day as Donald Trump's birthday. Then you look on Google for your history, right? Look up Adolf Hitler's birthday and see if they got pictures and videos of how his is set up. Trump's set up the same exact way. So, Black Malgus, you got some explaining to do.
You make a good point because as we talk about this little parade he had, but we gotta remember that he mimicking a lot of racist people, a lot of stuff he do.
Black Malgus, again, you got some explaining to do. How you gonna justify that shit?
Exactly. When he mimicked. Now, people don't understand that when we say, all right, Hitler was racist, right? But he was more than that in his country because being racist was not a big thing in his country itself, right? It was more of controlling the narrative in his country. And that's what he did. And that's what most of what Trump is trying to emulate.
Not most, all.
Yeah, that too.
It's all.
It's shut down like people like the media and people that's going to go against him, the law system that sues him. You get that start there and set your own narrative. Russia do it the same way, the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And now Israel doing it.
And China doing it.
Israel's starting to do it. I seen a fucking video this morning. Why are you sending a video in America talking about why you invaded Iran? Why are you showing that to us? Why do we give a fuck? Like, what the fuck is that? Like, he said a propaganda video telling us why he went into Iran. And telling, oh, we're the little nation to them. They say y'all the big nation. So y'all next. That's what he had in the video. Like, bitch ass nigga. Like, don't. That's like a nigga out there fighting and say, hey, but my brother right there. Like, nigga, we don't have nothing to do with that. You started that. Finish it. Like, what the fuck are we doing at this point?
I guess it's because they're looking at Trump to finish because you know Iran is a common enemy of the United States because of what Bush did and then with the pipes, the oil shit, the war for oil.
True.
So when they conquered Iran, I guess Israel figured that they were still alliance because of shit like that, which doesn't make any sense. That was Bush war. That wasn't the American war.
Cool. I get that. But right now, we're in a situation where you had administration. This is all in the same time frame. So we can, you know what I'm saying, show the difference. Where one administration was getting booed and heckled, and the motherfucker, well, y'all fuck that too, y'all motherfuckers. That was out in Kamala shit screaming, that ain't enough for the Gaza Strip. Gaza Strip this. Kids dying. Hey, and this and that and that. Where the fuck y'all at this point when the pig that's in the office won't even engage in talking to you about that shit and don't give a fuck what happens? I don't get that, bro. Where's the smoke that you had for Kamala Harris? Who told you? She want a ceasefire. She want all the hostages out. This pig won't even talk about a ceasefire. He don't give a fuck. He won't even go into detail what he would do, and he actually president. The bitch ass nigga that Kamala told you, hey, that motherfucker, I got my eyes on him. He ran into Iran. Blocked the motherfucking aid to Gaza. Really? Y'all gonna tell me that Biden gonna block aid to Gaza and let that food do that? No. So where are y'all bitch motherfuckers? Who was them people in Philadelphia that said, oh, they not voting for Kamala? Remember they came to her rally and kept talking shit? She had to keep saying shit to them? Oh, I want a ceasefire and I want y'all to have, you know what I'm saying? But you don't hear that from this orange pig. Where y'all at though? That's the part I'm not fucking getting. Before I get even heat, you got something to say? Before I even get it on another level.
I agree with you. Like,
I want to at least let the Godfather know a little something. But right now, this shit.
They was giving Kamala Harris so much fucking heat.
I don't get it.
And then this dude is like,
you're like, fuck you. You got an actual middle finger in your face.
But then I'm starting to think maybe it was all a ploy for her to fail anyway. Maybe it's because so many people IQ level is fucking down in the fucking basement that they want to vote for a man.
You muted.
Who, me?
You muted yourself, Godfather.
Fucking IQ so damn low. I don't even know how you were gonna make the sense of this.
No. All right, so
it did make, I'm not gonna lie, it made Kamala Harris look bad, even though she was firing back. But these people, all in the Democrat joints, but not with Trump shits. And he not giving a fuck. He ain't even speaking.
I don't get. All right, before you go, Godfather, that's the shit I don't get. It's like, I watched the whole campaign with the orange neck pig going against the black lady. And all she was telling you, she wants you to be secure in your life. We want the ceasefire. And y'all wanted more from her from that. She wasn't even fucking president. This motherfucker is literally president. And then you black motherfuckers too. Lamont, what's that motherfucker on YouTube? Lamont, well, the fuck. That bitch ass nigga that used to be on CNN. He talks shit. Motherfuckers like that is like, bro, all that Gaza shit and what's that Democrat YouTube? Goddamn, fuck them. But they all TYT, Young Turks. They all rag Kamala about this Gaza shit. And it's literally mum's the word when the orange neck pig fuck is actually president. I don't even hear no motherfucking people in the streets. I don't hear no motherfuckers in Philly talking about all they. Where y'all at this point?
I guess at this point, you would sit there and think that they scared of talking to Republicans.
There's more kids dying now than when Biden was president, bro, over in Gaza. So I'm really confused at this point. Go ahead, Godfather.
All right, so let's start off at the parade. I didn't watch that crap. It was a disgrace to the military in all aspects of it.
Okay, let's stay there.
That's not what we built for.
Okay.
We're not built here for pleasing presidents and doing parades when we could be at home resting up with our family, because we do spend a lot of time away from our families. And then with most of these events, they sleep anywhere, tents, they got to eat rations, they can't go many places. So it's like, why waste their time? Why waste the military's time when they could be training? You could be using that time to establish communication on why Iran is getting attacked. Why people in Gaza are starving. Why people around the world, around the United States, is doing protests. No kings. The state. But you sit there sleep at parade. Parade that you wanted, you there sleep on stage.
Not to mention.
You can lead a hole in water player, but you can't make them think. You dig what I'm saying?
Not to mention, it took $40 million of our tax dollars into this bullshit.
Exactly. Now, let's get into Iran. That was going to happen anyway. That was solely going to happen. Because when he talked in the Oval Office with Netanyahu, his first visit, he said, Iran, he said, they asked, are you going to conflict Iran, blase, blase? They said, if we do, we're going to leave it to Israel to handle. So that's already told me right then and there that Israel is already planning their move, or already has planned their move. So the thing was, with the trade, with the Iran nuclear capability, it's a dangerous feat. It is. So for them to get rid of their nuclear feat is awesome. The thing is, I told y'all earlier, this is biblical. It's not about nuclear asset. If Iran Muslim has a nuclear asset that can reach Iran, even they can wipe out Israel, all the Jews, biblical, in one swipe, their whole land over there is Muslims.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Remember, everything is biblical. They just talking about it as if it's not biblical.
Okay. So you got Trump as president. And he's a Catholic on his sleeve, even though none of us believe it. But like you said, most of that is more religious situation. So people don't understand, like Israel is not Muslim. It's not a Muslim country. But it's in the middle of Muslim countries, for anybody to understand. It's the one country that's not Muslim in the middle of Muslim countries. Now, me personally, everybody should know that if these Muslim countries was to just say, this is wiping them the fuck out, they will literally be gone. Because they border around all Muslim countries. So they literally wouldn't exist. If one of these countries can have a capacity of a nuclear weapon, like he just said, Godfather said, then you threatening the fact that you can just wipe out the whole country. And the only thing left is some shit. And hopefully the president that'd be left. You know what I'm saying? So you got to look at it from Israel's standpoint is, all right, this country is like a fucking football field away from my ass. And they want to blow our asses up every day. And they got the capacity to really blow not just a few of us up and make some motherfucking hay, to literally wipe us the fuck out. So what would you do as a motherfucking Israel president in the middle of all that shit? To me, you're already in a hostile situation anyway. That's like a blood in the middle of the fucking block of a Crips joint. You already fucked.
Pause right there for a second. But you got to look at the reverse end. He's been hypocritical because what he's doing to Gaza. He's trying to wipe out that in that annihilation. Because remember, from the land to the sea.
True. All right, hold on, see. Go ahead.
So from the land to the sea, Gaza is blocking them. Pakistan is blocking them to get to the sea. So what you gotta do is what? That's why Trump is saying what? Oh, let's move all the Pakistanis, let's move all of them to different countries, Turkey or all them, and just let Israel have the land. Or we're gonna build houses or something on the land. There's not to build houses on the land. Israel not gonna give them that land because it's theirs. They believe biblically that's their land. and they want it.
All right. Before we go any further, so far everybody is up to speed. So first thing you gotta understand that, like he said, everything is religion based. So you got one religion and another religion, and that one religion is in the middle of a pile of other. That one religion. So does this country bow down and just start being that religion, or stay true to who they are? That's the situation Israel is in. Now Israel is there because of America. So, and our hindsight is we're gonna do everything we can to help them. That's just the global view of everything. Period. No matter who the president is, that has to be done. You see what I'm saying? Because of those friendship and that situation that they in. You see what I'm saying? Do y'all agree with that or not? I don't know. Go ahead, Godfather.
Okay, partially. Israel only exists because of the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Don't get it twisted now. John F. Kennedy didn't want Israel to have nuclear weapons either. He was sending people over to inspect their nuclear weapons during that time. 6 months later, he was assassinated.
Then LBJ came in.
LBJ, who is a Jew, really is a Jew, but he is a Zionist. He's a Zionist. And the Jews wanted the war. Israel want war. Israel caused every war that we had since Lyndon Johnson. If you look at every single war, it's because of Israel. Even the attack at the World Towers.
But that's what I was just saying is that's why I mapped out what that situation is and our situation as their friends. Like they in a situation like I just mapped out. What you expect America to do? Not just turn around and say, "Hey, that's y'all fault. Y'all ain't admitted that shit." You know what I'm saying? It's like, you see what I'm saying? So at some point, no matter who the president is, it's some type of form of helping gonna have to go to Israel because that's why they there because of us.
No. See, let me tell you, this is another reason why Kennedy was assassinated. Partially by Kennedy. Not only that, Kennedy didn't want to pay taxes in the United States anymore. Our taxes money go to Israel. Y'all don't know that. All Israel defense come from what? Our tax money. Our soldiers in the seas, tax money. Our ships in the seas, tax money to help this dome over there. Our tax money goes to Israel. Kennedy was going to stop that. Kennedy was going to stop that and make our own currency in 1964, which would have took out all the top 5 governments, all the top 5 banking in the world.
But that's my point though is what do you expect America to do? They have to. Would you not protect them in some way, shape, or form? Because they only exist because of you, and you're there in the middle of hell. So you expect their president to react different from what our current president is to be, right or wrong?
No, no.
You're the president of Israel in the middle of that. How would you react every day?
Paranoid.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. That there. Like you'll be just like on 10 every day.
Okay, but you're still missing my point. Why did Kennedy didn't want to help them? Why Kennedy said they couldn't have none? Why Kennedy wanted to stop paying taxes? Why Kennedy wanted to do all this thing? He was assassinated for doing that. Now, everything that causes problems is because of Israel is over there. Literally, every problem we have is because Israel sit there and we have to defend every single thing they do. They go attack a country and we got to put up guards to defend them when they get struck. We didn't approve you to go fight
that's what I'm just. Ain't that what I'm explaining though? Yeah. Like put yourself in a president, not the whoever it is president now.
Hell no.
Just say you president of Israel, and you in that predicament. When you wake up every morning, what's on your fucking mind?
But
these niggas are trying to kill you.
But as
you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just it though. They don't think you're supposed to exist. All the countries that's around you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you gotta start thinking from that standpoint of that, and then our relationship with that person, whoever it be. Now you see
Our
what I'm saying?
relationship, my thing is like this. I feel like Kennedy felt like back then our relationship with Israel was going to be costly. And I think he was correct. Because no matter what they do offensively, we have to step in and defend defensively.
Exactly.
So
you personally don't agree with defending them at all?
Can't say that.
Is that what you're saying?
I can, to a certain extent. If they're getting attacked,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
My thing, if they're getting attacked, so like say October 7th, when they got attacked by Hamas. Okay, yeah, we there to protect you. We there to defend you. You know, we by your side. But now you just want to call. You ain't finished one war, and you're going to another war. And this war gonna have implications because if Iran hits, if Iran hits a U.S.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if Iran decides to strike one of our U.S. bases over there, the United States is automatically in this war.
I got you now. I got you. So what you're saying is Israel is friends with America, true. And we're gonna defend you, like you said, October 7th or something like that. But let's say if you strike Iran or whatever over there, right? What you're saying is that has nothing to do with America.
No.
Okay, so before I let Jay say something, right? And that right there is what I'm trying to say is the predicament they in, and by us being their friend, we can't then turn around and say, "Oh, wait, bro, you can't do that to that person," because they in a way crazy predicament than we are, and they got way more information and intelligence than we do about these clowns trying to kill them.
And that's the only reason why we hold them there, because they are a great value asset for intelligence. But Kennedy was right. The Western Hemisphere will be destroyed because of the East that we defend.
Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah. Now, I never understood the reason why how these places have wars over fucking land. Like, don't y'all have the UN and the narrator and have peace talks? That's what these people, they were supposed to have been protesting about. It's peace talks instead of wars. Now, again, they're not here now to say anything because, you know, everything else is going on. So now we have the distraction. So now, my thing is, with Israel and Gaza, they probably too far gone as far as the war is concerned, just like the Russia and Ukraine. That shit, like, these wars has gotten personal now versus agenda. Like, they don't have no more agenda. Now it's just personal. Now, as far as the religion is concerned. So, we having wars because of religion stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't they use their religion powers to engage in conversations of what land is what?
Okay.
Like, if you believe in Jesus, Buddhist, or Allah, why are you using the sin method of going to engaging for these lands?
Good
Not
point.
sure what is going on here.
That's a good point.
I know back in biblical times, I'm not sure if they had like wars, but I know like Zeus and they try to say
like 300.
Yeah, that shit.
That's my joint, bro.
But who knows? Shit is crazy.
Godfather?
Yeah, okay. The war's been personal. You missed. I don't know if you missed the last episode. We was talking about how the reason why Vladimir Putin invaded Ukraine. You know, he raided Ukraine because that's one of the last nations that's left over there to join NATO, and he don't want that because after that, that makes him the smallest thing over there. So that war is been personal. Now the Israel-Gaza war has always been personal. It's always been the right-wing government of Israel, who is the religious party, the hard religious party. And they're the hard religious party means they want what they want because the Bible says it. They will get it by any means necessary because God says it belongs to them.
That's what the same situation is going on with this Trump shit with the evangelists. But if you notice, the evangelists don't care about, you know, people losing their Social Security and shit. And as we all know, you know, pastors and stuff don't pay taxes. They just get them. So it's like they ain't gonna say nothing right now because they receiving tax money.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say religious powers. I'm glad you bring up the church and religious powers. Separation of what? State and church. Can't talk about the church when it comes to the state. Can't talk about religion powers when it comes to countries. When it comes to countries. Because when you talk about religious powers when it comes to country, they want what they want because the Bible is written in black and white and it's mine, I want it. And it's by any means. You got to understand that. That's what God printed. That's what God said. That's what they say. Now also because they can't sit down and have religious conversation because guess what? Every religion is distorted. Even our religion. No, it's not different. It's not different. It's distorted. It's not completely factual. Because remember, when the pagans and the Christians were going to war, they erased a whole religion. Every time they conquer something, they erase that whole religion out of it. It's either you want this or that.
I mean, personally, I'm not a religious into religion like that because I don't have enough time. To be honest with you. And when I was younger, man, I read the Bible and the Quran. Right before I was 12. It was a book my grandma used to have. It was like a Bible with kids can read. Yeah. It had the pictures and shit. You had that joint? I think everybody had that joint. But I read the Bible joint from the beginning to the end. Then I did it again. You know what I'm saying? I read the Quran. And to me, none of that shit jive with what I was watching as sciences was talking about when I go to school and the motherfucking science teacher was saying. And then all that shit was clashing. Like, hold on. Does this shit is science wrong? Is this book right? Like, what's right here? You know what I'm saying? Because science is not jiving with the shit they saying.
It's pretty conflicting.
Prime example.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
It said prime example. I think I talked about this to you last time. It said God made man from the earth, right? What's the color of the dirt? What's the color of dirt?
Brown
and black, right? So first man had to be what? Because he made you from dirt. First man had to be what?
The black lady.
Also, it said that it is scientifically proven that nobody can be brought into this world without a female. Scientifically proven.
The black lady.
So how can Adam be formed if you cannot make creation without a woman?
That's when Eve kicked in.
Yeah, I read, man, bro.
But how Eve? My thing is how Adam get here before Eve. Eve would have to give. It don't make sense. Man gave. Women came from man rib. Women came from man rib. I think that's a reciprocal of women giving birth to man. They just want to make man's team. They want to make man's team dominion. Remember, when Jesus Christ died, he told his disciples, all his disciples, they was going to turn against him. He left the church to a woman, his wife. Murray
the one
Patton.
thing about the joint, if you won't get past 2 pages of either one of those books, but I was saying, huh? Hold on, wait, what? Okay, whatever. The people that say whatever, those are the motherfucking Bible thumpers. They say whatever and keep on reading. Like, I believe that. Like, no, you knew something wrong. Why you skip that? Why you start thinking it was right again? You know what I'm saying? But
religions can be conflicting, but y'all understand what I'm saying? Why do wars? Why?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Why you believe in this religion, but it's okay for somebody to blow his fucking brains out?
I know what you're saying.
Because the New Testament, the New Testament changed. Remember, when the Old Testament is about love, Jesus was about love and compassion and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
the New Testament changed to Jews own should get everything.
No, but the main thing to me, the Bible started from the premise of law and order. To be honest with you, if you was to go through and if you were in that times and this book was the thing that everybody was supposed to go by, you won't go by the 10 Commandments and shit like that, where it's basically will keep society in America, not just America, in society. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically with laws before laws. And to me, it's just a spiritual guide. And it's not something that people should take that's real. If you take it for it's real, you're going to have issues, period. It's just a spiritual guide. You take it as a spiritual guide. And it should be just you and reading the book. It's not a whole lot of you spreading around talking about I'm a Christian and all that. That's not how it's supposed to go. What I learned from my grandmother, put it like that. And when she had me in the bitch 3 times a fucking week. Now picture that in the fucking church 3 times a week, bro.
Sunday John.
There was Wednesday Bible, yeah. And Friday it was laid down. I mean, one time we used to do motherfucking modeling, used to do motherfucking painting. Friday was like a lay down type of shit in the church type shit, but come on. Like I know the church. I'm not like a motherfucker that's sitting here coming to you as a person that don't know about the Bible, don't know about church, none of that shit. My grandma kept me in fucking church. But it ain't that. It's just that I realized that most of that stuff is just a spiritual guide. It's not reality. You know what I'm saying? That's how I learned over the times and shit.
Yeah, see, that's how some people are taught. But when you go to hard rock nations, countries, and cities.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Muslim countries too. Like,
yes, it's different.
You can't tell them what I just said. Whatever I just said sounds dumb to them.
You right there was treason. You will get assassinated for that. So you say
exactly.
Like that.
You be like, huh? Nigga, get out of our country, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
And cover that lady up before you leave. Hey, now everybody know the rise. All this shit is going on, right? So we got the leader of the House and the Democratic Party. So I want to go into the rise because I want to really talk about the rise because that's a big issue right now. The rise in LA compared to the rise in 92.
With policies that will impact their lives. That's a constitutional right that is contained in the First Amendment. We encourage everyone who is exercising that right to do so peacefully in Los Angeles County and beyond. But the right to peacefully assemble, to express themselves to the government in order to bring about change in this country is a fundamental American principle, and we will continue to stand behind it.
Okay, look. So the basis of, first of all, the riots and what he's saying now is people got to understand that America gives you the right to protest against whatever, inhumane shit, police brutality, all types of stuff to keep the government in the line of the people. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna have times where you jump out and you have riots. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna ask you, Jay, when you ride against a health company denying everybody motherfucking health care and people dying, who is the bad person here? The healthcare company or the people riding? I'm not. This is another thing I'm messing up with too, is protesting and riding, right?
Two separate things.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Riding is two separate things than protesting. Riding is definitely a peaceful, but riding ain't on that level unless it's provoked. Their level is at ride level. It's past peaceful protesting now because Trump has set the stage for that to go down. Now, I'm saying that this because of the fact that he sent military out there. So the people was like, oh, okay, you want to send the military? Watch this shit. We're going to throw this rock at this motherfucking window. Fuck you. That's exactly how they feel.
Now, oh shit. Like you just said. Now, piggyback what you said, right? We're gonna ask the Godfather first, so everybody can understand what's happening now. You, as a National Guard service member, get sent into shit. You came from, let's say, you came from Kansas. They send you into Kansas to break up riots or whatever. I don't know. Can you explain to people, anybody watching and listening, how does this work? Can you send a motherfucking National Guard over there to break up riots? What are their actual job? When you was sworn in, whatever you was told to do, and was rioting and stop breaking up riots part of what you was sworn in to do? So everybody will know the Godfather is a vet, Iraq War vet, and National Guard.
Yeah, well, so far as in National Guard, you do get trained for riot control. You know, that's everything you do. That's probably like one of the first things you do is riot control because, you know, you never know what's going to happen. And it's not just for riots; it's for anything possible. Yeah, so they do teach that because that's the governor. The governor is in charge of the National Guard. The governor is in charge of the National Guard. So basically, he may call National Guard.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
Yeah, so the governor is in charge of the National Guard. So
not Trump. Okay.
Yeah, so when the National Guard is activated, the governor needs them for either like maybe riot control, like the Rodney King beating. The National Guard should have been out there for that. They was out there for that riot because that was an actual riot.
Yeah,
that was an actual riot. Yeah, LA was coming down to the grounds there. But this one, they showing frustration for the National Guard being there. Like, what are you doing? Why are you here? So they just busting out windows and caught on fire because you're here. You shouldn't even be here. And half of them is their family. And they have to defend against their own family. So at some point, they're going to be like, okay, the military going to have to choose.
That is crazy when you brought that up.
The National Guard members are your people that live in your state. They are the people that live in your state. They are your children, your husband, your wives, your grandchildren. That's who are in your state's National Guard.
Exactly.
And the other thing I want to piggyback on what you're saying is that the fact that what you said is the governor have to dispatch them, right?
Yes. Only time the president can dispatch is under Title 10, which I was activated under Title 10 in 2002, and all we did was go from here to Aberdeen. Some units do,
but that was 9/11 though, right?
Yeah, that was doing 9/11. So we went to Aberdeen. That's what I have to say about that one.
So
But
my question to you is, what is Title 10?
Title 10 gives the federal, you are federal orders at that point.
Where the federal government take over the powers of the state, right?
No. The federal government, all they do is just that. It's that the National Guard. You only do 1 weekend a month, 2 weekends a year. So you're only getting paid. The state paying you for 1 weekend a month and 2 weekends a year. That's the state paying you for as a National Guardsman. When you come under Title 10, you become federal. So now you become a full-time job. So they pull you from your regular job. You get orders, and they pull you from your regular job at your home, which you was doing every single day. You get your job, the orders, and they pull you federal. From that point on, you belong to the president at that point.
So, Title 10 is the United States Code that outlines the legal framework for the organization and role of the U.S. Armed Forces. It defines the structure of the Department of Defense and each of the military services, including the Army, Marines, Air Force, Space Force. It covers the reserves, components, and alternative military personnel systems. So, like you said, is if the president enact Title 10, that's what I was just saying. He'd take control of the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, Space Force.
But he cannot do. But he do that. Okay, now be mindful. Yes, he can put any state government, any state National Guards on Title 10. But you cannot do that and use them in the United States. When you take them out of federal, when you take them from the state to federal, only thing they can do is like, I can't really say what I can.
No, I'm gonna tell you how he can though. If he enact the Riots Act or whatever the fuck, the president could then, he got a blanket thing where he can just send y'all the fuck in there.
No.
What's that called?
No. It's not that simple.
It's a Riot Act, matter of fact. Right.
It's not that simple.
It's just like the 92 Act, the riots sparked the bill. I forgot the name of it.
So my question to you, and
the governor, the governor enacted the National Guard, not the government, not the president. Back in '92.
Yeah, right.
Because the president cannot use the government. The president cannot use a Title 10 to use military force against the United States citizens.
Right. So
that's the thing he's doing right now. He's using Title 10 to use against the United States citizens.
So here, stay right there. That's what I was getting at. When was it appropriate for him to send the Title 10 National Guards to normal citizens?
I don't think it's a time for that.
It's against the Constitution. Yeah. It's in the Constitution.
Was it necessary?
No. Only the governor can initiate the National Guard for anything that goes on in that state. If the president initiates a Title 10, they have to be used not used against the American people. That means you're utilizing them to go to war. You're preparing them to do something outside the country or to protect something in particular within the country. Not like to use against the American people.
With the buildings.
Yeah. You gotta remember the army and all that is voluntary. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't it's a voluntary thing. It ain't like it's mandatory or they got the draft or something. So you gotta have it so people will at least want to go. You know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck?
If I would know what I know when I joined the military, if I would know what I know, then I would have joined at 18. I would have.
So basically,
I joined when I was 26.
So basically, Trump has unlawfully sent military troops to California.
The judge already said that. The judge said he must relinquish power, the National Guard, back to the governor.
Yeah, he did.
It's just the circuit court put it on pause right now because there's a lot of components in doing that. Because these people got to get paid for the time that they. It's a lot of stuff got to go into giving them back to the state. You know, their pay has to change. They got to go to a deprocessing first. When you get initiated to Title 10, you got to go through a processing ceremony. And not ceremony, a processing thing. But you got to go in. You got to go through all this processing paperwork, all that stuff, because you got to get paid for being federal from state to federal now. So it's a lot of things you got to do for all that.
So basically put, they didn't go through the process. He just threw them in the wolves with no paperwork.
Yeah.
And is this the first time
they have to deactivate them, so they have to go through paperwork process again.
So if they get hurt, killed, or hurt, or whatever, the government in trouble, aren't they?
Yeah. If anybody get hurt, if a military person get hurt, or a civilian get hurt during this process, the federal government is going to. The thing is, this is what Trump wants. He wants the people American people to attack the military. That gives him total force of that riot control you was talking about.
Yeah.
But they're not doing that.
Exactly.
So
riot and protest two different things.
That's what we were saying. It was two different things.
Exactly.
So you protested, you peacefully protested. So you want them to attack them so it could turn into a riot thing.
Exactly.
And
then he can send it out. Then he had the right to send whoever the fuck he want, wherever the fuck he want.
Yeah.
And
but then when he sent the Marines, when he sent the Marines in there, he gonna send the Marines in there to kill. That's the
Marines. Send Marines is crazy.
Yeah, if you send
Marines, that's just crazy.
Yeah, but then the Marines got to think about this. This is when it's going to come to the leadership in the military.
We ain't gonna know crowd control, none of that shit.
This is what leadership gonna come in play. Leadership gonna say no, we're not using our troops, or they're gonna suck it down and say yes and do it. But the first time an American soldier get killed or a civilian get killed because of this, it's gonna be a problem, a major problem.
Well, so far nothing has gone down nowhere. But 5 people got hurt or killed after January 6th. And he didn't dispatch. Well, they wanted to dispatch, but he stopped the shit. So now, as American people, how do you feel about voting for a clown?
Before you do that, before you say that, there's a difference between him enacting the National Guard on January 6th and Marion Bowser activating the National Guard. Because Washington D.C. is federal. She have
to do that.
So she had no control. She can't call the National Guard for nothing.
No. And that's how January 6th happened. Because she couldn't do it.
Exactly. Because she can't activate National Guard for nothing. Only National Guard only come federal because DC is everything you do in DC, you get prosecuted as federal.
And then Orange Neck Demon Pig sat there and watched it on TV.
And this is when the funny thing happened. Now, DC police, all of DC police was down there. DC police and their mothers was down there.
Oh, hell yeah.
But here's the funny part that came in. Remember when PG County, Moe County, Fairfax, and all of Virginia was offering to come in to help out?
You can't just do that, though. The president got to tell them because she wasn't in control.
The president got to do that because they have to exchange jurisdictions.
And he sat his fat orange neck demon fuck ass pig ass and sat there and watched it on TV.
Yeah,
that's what actually happened, people.
And that's why. Remember this. This is why they refused to make Washington D.C. the 51st state. You made Washington D.C.
Miss Norton for fighting for that for years.
Yeah, if you made Washington D.C. if you made Washington D.C. a state, that would imbalance the Senate.
We supposed to been a fucking state. All y'all bitch ass niggas be whining out there. Y'all taking our fucking money and we ain't got no representation. Y'all bitch ass niggas.
And you know why that's going on?
And we got one of the highest percentages too, 10%. DC got 10% tax. One of the highest.
And you know why? Because people keep voting red.
We gotta snap them out of that. Especially them Puerto Ricans and them white ladies. You know what I'm saying? They definitely got to snap out and vote for these clowns.
So when you imbalance the Senate and the House of Representatives, maybe it'll flip because Trump doing an awful job, but he did an awful job the first week then, to be honest with you.
Right.
But
he's just a pig.
Yeah.
Just think about 6 months of this thing is just, man, stop. It's like when you starting a fight out there. We already over the top of the roller coaster and we going down. And they don't know how fast we going. We don't know where we going or none of that shit at this point.
It's like catching blue balls. It's like when you about to get some and she just say, nah, that's all right.
That shit
I'm on my period.
That only happened when I was a youngin' too, in high school and shit like that. That never happened when I was grown. But that shit hurt.
She said, I'm on my period.
For any women don't understand is when y'all tease a nigga and they bone hard for a long period of time and then nothing happen after that, that hurts.
So yeah.
That gets sore.
So like the past 6 months, it's been sore.
Yeah, no. Now,
real sore.
Before we get out here, bro, we had a motherfucking, first of all, senator has been shot. Attempted murder on a couple of other joints. They all Democrats, though, in Minnesota. Now, they found the suspect, too, whatever the fuck. He's still, I don't know if he's still on the run or not, though.
They said that
he male 6'1", 220 with brown eyes, white motherfucker.
Yeah, definitely a MAGA.
Vance Luther Bolter, whatever the fuck his name is.
He definitely a MAGA.
So he was the one that unloaded on the senator and his wife. Then he had other senators and Congress people on his list. He was headed to, with FBI stepped in front of him and found him on his way to one of the senators' houses. That shit is crazy. And it comes down to, go ahead.
He's still on the loose. There's a $50,000 bounty for him. They don't know where he's at. They don't know if he's dead or alive, but they don't know where he's at.
The fact that he's still loose is crazier. Because think about it. Me, you, number one soul brother, Godfather, we get pissed off at that orange neck team and fuck pig bitch. But never one of us ever, I don't know about y'all now. I don't never cross my mind of going to get the pistol myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never think of that.
and even if you do, don't even say it on this podcast.
Like, you know,
if you say shit like that, they fucking get
like the maddest you get at this nigga, that thought person is always thinking of who's the next candidate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Now that's me. No, I never think of.
See, what happens is it's supposed to be okay. If you governor, the lieutenant governor is supposed to be up automatically. I would think. Now, if it's election, we in trouble. If it's a new election, those 2 seats could be filled with red, and then we'll have trouble all over the place. Like the big beautiful bill be passed through, and this would be passed through, and that be passed through, and then next thing you know, we'd be hanging over the tree with ropes. So look.
But man, we gotta give us a sympathy out to the people that was shot in this thing, man. Like, it's always Democrats to get shot for people don't understand. It's like, we don't know what's going on here. To me, it's like, bro, when you have a motherfucker run for president and just say anything out his fucking mouth, this is a big country. All you need is 100,000 of them to believe with the fuck jackassery shit come out of his mouth. That'd be enough to cause enough of havoc in America individually. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why they write speeches. That's why they go through over word by word and make sure shit is not offending this person or that person and not doing this to that country and none of that stuff. That's why they write shit. This bitch motherfucker orange neck demon pig fuck jackass Donald Trump comes in and say, I don't need no teleprompters. Don't write me shit. And look what it got us. He just be running his fucking mouth. Half time I don't know what the fuck he talking about, bruh.
I can say, man. I can say, and I think I'm not sure if they died or they just hurt.
Oh.
I know. Last time I seen an article, the senators was on grave.
Now somebody passed away. Somebody passed away.
One of them passed away.
The one for the 11th. I think she was in 11th district. Her and her husband got killed, and there's still one person who's in serious condition at another senator house.
Oh, her and her husband died now, right?
Yeah, her and her husband.
Damn.
But the other senator, it's another senator. His wife got shot. She's in critical condition.
Damn, man.
So my thing is, I forgot if there's the lieutenant governor, or do they have to do another special election?
I think they're doing a special joint because that's a senator and I think a representative too. So that's two slabs of Democrats. This is the point that they've been trying to do is get them out and get Republicans in there.
And then once that happens, the beautiful bill will be in effect. I don't want to be in effect personally because
I mean,
I've been struggling all my life. So you know what I'm saying. I always go back to the Basic Soul Power Act. You know what I'm saying.
It's really nothing we can do at this point, bro, because
ain't nothing you can do.
All these pigs running shit.
My thing is this: you see the Democrats, right? The Democrats are they making their little speeches here and there, Hakeem Jeffries here and there. But you know what they're actually really doing? They're sitting back, and what they need to be doing is, but they got ads everywhere now. They got ads in major cities now. But actually, they don't need ads no more. They can just sit back and wait for midterms. Because these protesters will let them know in midterms what's going to happen.
And the people that voted for these people they're trying to hurt them more than themselves, saying that they can't imagine that when they had voted for these people, they didn't imagine it to be like this. So now those people are in question where their vote goes.
No, they're disqualified. I think every bitch motherfucker that even voted for this orange neck, y'all don't have enough sense to be voting, period. You're disqualified. You disqualified, bro. Fuck you. There's no more voting for you, man. Fuck that. That's it. You first round vote for Charlie Manson, as far as we concerned. You just put anybody in that bitch. No.
And he did.
And look how y'all did us, man. Y'all gave us this motherfucker. Y'all remember we gotta live with whatever this is for 4 fucking years, bro. Like this ain't a game.
Man, these people if these people would fuck with Diddy like that, they'll vote for Diddy.
They're gonna have immigrants run around every 6 months because you're gonna do something for the TV every 6 months. It's like, bro, like this is
everything that he's losing everywhere. He's really losing everywhere. He's losing court battles left and right. A lot of them people that he fired, you know why the unemployment is only 4%? Because a lot of them people that he had fired are reinstated back to work now. I know that for a fact because one of my friends, he got let off in January and he been back to work. He went right back. He spent 2 weeks out and they put him back. His department is back to work again. So they're losing a lot of these cases.
They sued Trump for that.
Yeah. So they lose a lot of cases. Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah. A lot of these lawyers, independent lawyers and stuff that was out there, they suing lawyers. So he's losing a lot of cases. And for them not to talk about all the cases he's losing.
Oh, he never gonna talk about those.
He gotta have a distraction. Elon Musk beefing with him, immigration. The war in Gaza, immigration. The tax in Iran, immigration. The protest of immigration is the protest is taking over everything. And that's dealing with what? Immigration. No kings, immigration. It's taken away from everything else going on in the war.
How about that protest? No kings, but all right. So to me, when stuff like this happens, it's only gonna be in states that it's like the normal, like everybody that voted for Kamala is gonna be where everybody's protesting at. Now you see what I'm saying? And if you in a motherfucking red state, you're not protesting out there, bitch, bro. It's like
I don't know because Texas out there protesting.
They out there
Texas is almost blue though.
Georgia out there protesting.
You're not gonna be out there, motherfucker, in Kansas and motherfucking Louisiana screaming some motherfucking protest.
What about Florida? Florida's my biggest concern.
Okay.
Florida protesting.
Okay, Florida, cool. Because you know, a few days ago, the chief of police down there, I think it was Orlando, and he said, if you look at those wrong, we're gonna lock you up.
Yeah, I seen that.
If you spit this, that, and third, we're gonna beat you down. And
I think he said I'm gonna kill you though.
No, this is exactly what he said. He said we're gonna beat you down and have your family find your remains. That's exactly what he said.
And then he should have been court-martialed. Because at the end of the day, you have a right to free speech. You have a right to protest.
Yeah, I remember these sheriffs in these little towns, bro. It ain't a whole lot. Like he could say almost what he want almost.
It's pretty much
like, little towns. They protest in the city, the capital.
That's what I mean.
They protest in the city. He got to do addition over there.
His little ass joint is barely infected. His little ass Pete go back around that joint still running shit.
You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want to say because the action ain't at your place. The action is other place. You can be in a small county in Orlando, but it's not going to be in that small county. It's going to be in the capital of Orlando.
Yeah, but I couldn't believe what that motherfucker said. He said, if you do this, we're going to have our big, beautiful dogs bite you in your ass.
Yeah, he said that too.
Yeah. The white racist motherfucker.
Exactly. Boy, I do appreciate everybody, man, to take their time out to listen to us for show. And we dig into politics from our point of view, off the streets, 9 to 5ers, motherfucking servicemen, whatever you do, that's who we are. We just the average motherfuckers talking politics. But I wanted, before we leave out, I wanted to motherfucker talk about motherfucker former MTV VJ. Amanda Lewis, she passed away at 52. Now I don't know if y'all remember her.
She was a former host of Teen Summit.
Oh yeah, Teen Summit. You remember her?
That's one show they need to bring back.
She was the pretty broad on Teen Summit, yeah.
I was on Teen Summit as a kid. It was at Elliott Junior High School, and I was to go every Saturday to Teen Summit. Every Saturday. No bullshit. At Elliott Junior High School, I used to go every Saturday. I was sitting in the beaches every Saturday.
Teen Summit was the shit back then too.
They need to bring that back. That's when BET Studios was right here by fucking Amtrak.
True.
Yeah, New York
Avenue. Drive past that joint. Yeah, right drive past that joint all the time. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah, that sign say BT, my father be like, that's BT right there. Every time you go past that joint, father be like, that's BT right there. Like, all right, I see that shit 20 other times he came at this.
Every time we live over Island. We live over Island Avenue, so it's literally around the corner from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was right.
No, I wonder why, because he used to fuck with Donnie Simpson. That was his name. Donnie Simpson.
Yeah, Donnie Simpson. Yeah, he's the Donnie Simpson guy right there.
So he'd be like, man, my man Donnie Simpson, that's BT down there.
Video so.
Yeah. Man, I miss my pops, man. But I appreciate y'all a whole lot, man. This is motherfucking. You got some say, yo? Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Seeing everybody got low IQ or what are they doing out there? Like, this shit is crazy.
Hey, fun thing about it is, I've been trying to get a Mac on this joint that usually come on our show, and he been talking about he doing this and doing that. I think he full of shit. All right, it's not a MAGA one to defend none of this shit that's going on.
I think so too. Hey, we need MAGAs on here to explain.
Please come on.
Explain this parade that happened yesterday.
Every time you see our faces, we want to talk to you.
We need you to explain yourself of this parade, of a parade that happened yesterday that remind us. And it was exactly like Adolf Hitler's 50th birthday back in 1939. Google it.
I was going to play the joint.
They got pictures. Compare the pictures from this parade and from that time. We need black MAGAs on here so you can explain yourself of this shit.
Really have to
and why did you vote for him?
They can't explain something they don't understand.
Oh, no. They push this shit. No. Bring your asses here.
Bring your asses here.
Hey, Puerto Ricans too. We want to talk to you and your white ladies too. Come on. Y'all fucked us up. Y'all got us in this shit.
Immigration, DEI.
Oh my God! Don't do the
immigration, DEI, white women, DEI,
Puerto Ricans,
Puerto Ricans,
and black males, MAGAs, yeah.
Black MAGAs.
That's y'all ass. We want y'all asses.
Black MAGAs.
Don't hide now. Bruh, you know how many MAGAs used to come on here?
Hitler's parade in 2025. Hey,
now,
everybody got to explain themselves.
Now everything is out in front. Where y'all at so we can discuss?
Yeah, we are at. So
like, what the fuck? Godfather, you got something to say?
Yeah, I just want to say, first and foremost, happy Father's Day. You know, like you said, we lost our father 2 years ago, so it's like the 2 years without him has been like really weird. Like, it's been so weird. I used to text my brother. Yeah, I normally text my brother, tell him, happy Father's Day. Today I actually FaceTimed him, and out of years, you never noticed that. After years of me texting you, happy Father's Day, I actually FaceTimed you because, I was like, I had to because Daddy's not here anymore, so I was like, I had to do that. But happy Father's Day out there, everybody. Everybody, really, I need you to buckle in these next 2 months because these next 2 months is about to be a ride of our life. I'm telling y'all, get your finances together. If your credit ain't good, you need to start looking at ways to get it there.
Hell yeah, I was saying that shit when they got elected.
I'm telling y'all.
Put your pennies in the bottle and hold on for this ride.
It's like right now, I didn't want to buy a car but it's right now to a point where I had to get a car because I got it. My son, my two sons, they driving now. Like I can't drive, I can't live with one car in the household no more. So I looked at what Trump doing with the steel and all that stuff. You got to realize, even though he may leave office, some of the stuff's still going to be in place. They didn't move the last. They didn't move the. Yeah,
I blame all MAGAs for fucking us. Like you just said, he gonna be gone. Those MAGA fucks gonna still be. Y'all ain't gonna be gone. Y'all fought for this. He gonna hit and run. Y'all gonna be sitting in the car when he ran. Like, no, I wasn't driving. Now where he go? That pig be gone.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm telling you so.
I can't believe. A lot of people on Instagram and Facebook be like, I can't believe that he's back again. I was like, yeah, I could believe it because you're stupid.
You gotta give him credit. He fucked a lot of people's brains up.
The whole world at this time is laughing at you. They having a parade in Switzerland. They own parade in Switzerland yesterday with floats of Trump. If they could see the bullshit, why can't you and you here?
Yeah, everybody see it at this time, but black MAGAs. You know what I'm saying? They the only one who don't see what the hell is going on here.
Stop walking around with the broomstick.
Shit is crazy.
Right, just real quick, Israel just hit Iran again.
Oh shit!
They're looking to kill the supreme leader at this moment.
I don't even think we're gonna make it through a year, bro, without this.
I don't even think we can make it to next week.
This thing is getting off the rails, bro.
Matter of fact, every day is day to day right now.
I don't like all the people.
It's day to day, literally. Like
I don't like what all the people screaming when Biden's president was this and that and that. This shit is times 10, and y'all completely quiet. I don't get that. It should be the same type of. You should be doing the same thing, shouldn't you?
Because you know why? You can't.
I'm starting to think that
you should be madder because he ignoring you and is escalating worse than you would with Biden. Biden was at least talking to you. At least saying, look, man, I love you.
They can't express themselves because they mad they voted for it.
You don't even get that from him. It's just crazy, bro.
Yeah, he completely fucked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. One more thing I'm gonna say about that Kamala Harris thing. You said she was set up. For one, let me tell y'all something. Elon Musk was a Democrat. Elon Musk is one of the richest person in the world.
Oh yeah, he's
so once he turned to the Republican Party, they knew they were shot.
They had to use his influence.
Yeah, so they knew that they was going to be weak. Yeah, so by her failures. I knew somebody's going to bring it. Hold on, but I knew somebody's going to bring this up where they asked Kamala Harris for this and that, but now look at Trump. When I said this a long time ago in the podcast, I said, look, they asking for her for so much, but they ain't asking shit for Trump. They asking her, black people want her to go out here and do this and put up memos. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this. They asked Trump for shit.
He slid
She
through
got to
that.
do, I'm going to do this. She got memos up, doing this for Spanish people. They asked Trump for shit. Gaza people, she's doing this for them, doing this. Y'all out here disrespecting her on her stage. And she said she's going to do this for y'all. I didn't ask Trump for shit.
What was that called? Them Gaza
y'all
people?
put him in office. So don't say it was already set up from the beginning when she was doing that and they were asking Trump for shit.
That's
so they can't say
that Trump was going to have it in the bag.
Them Gaza Strip motherfuckers, the Gaza Strip motherfuckers, they the worst, bro. They fucked this race up. They the ones ciphered Democratic votes by telling her, "Oh, well, I don't vote for you," and coming to a crowd and making all that, making her have to say, "I'm speaking." Motherfucker, I'm black, nigga. I ain't know these crackers up here talking. Nigga, I'm speaking.
Then you got
shut your ass the fuck up when I'm speaking, guys.
Then you got other people that was questioning her race herself, and then you got people.
You
got people that was like, she ain't black.
Now you're not black. Like that was the dumbest thing ever.
And then you got the other people that was like, he give out stimulus check, and then I'm like, huh?
But if you was to talk to a black person, they would actually say that she's not black shit. You be looking at them like, bro, are you fucking? What are we doing? You know, like, bro, you gonna tell me she's not black because that orange neck pig demon fuck said that? That
he also said he was gonna give. He also said he was gonna give $5,000 in stimulus checks, didn't he? They ain't get it yet.
As soon as you see a picture of Kamala Harris, you ain't got to know her name. See a picture of her, you look at her, you gonna say she black. They gonna say she Indian.
I mean, the fact that he did that was wow. And the black people that went along with it, y'all should be ashamed of y'all fucking self. Be honest with you, her problem was she didn't expect people to engage in that dumb shit. To her, it's like, that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Henry made
but by the time she realized everybody really believed that and engaging with that, it was too late.
Henry made that same
Janet Jackson
with the emails.
Exactly. We off the streets. We analyze politics. I'm Rabbit Jones. And we just see what he just did. That right there, that's what I'm talking about right there. See what he did. That's part of the problem. What you just say?
Hillary made the same mistakes with the emails.
Right there. When you think nobody will believe that. That's some silly shit. Right? And next thing you know, it's off the rails. The track is gone. And you're trying to catch up like, oh, no, don't believe that. Let me talk to y'all now. It's too late. She did the same thing like he just said with the I'm not black. Like, that nobody believe that dumb shit. Like, I ain't got to address that. That's silly. Next thing you know, a month later, you have to address it. Everybody believe it now. Like, what the fuck?
It's the sad part is that she had to address it to us, her own people.
Exactly. Man. Ain't heard her. If y'all would have watched her on Breakfast Club, when a black person questioned that shit, and the way she looked, like
Charlamagne,
like what the
Charlamagne helped sway the vote.
Oh my God, don't get me on that pump.
The Breakfast Club definitely helped sway those votes too, because they brought up the Biden thing where they don't vote for me, not black.
Yeah. Not only that, they did the thing with the transgender shit. They was on that shit too. Like they fucked her up.
Because they was like,
the transgender shit was some bullshit.
Because the transgender shit definitely fucked it up too. Matter of fact, that was icing the cake.
Like a cherry just dropped on. That
was just it. Because they was like, so what about this transgender thing you got going on?
That's why I say
then she explained it herself, and then they came back with,
it's too late.
I'm not going to vote for that. I'm not going to vote for
because she let it go for so long. Like she in her mind was like, that is the silliest shit. I'm not addressing that shit. Like, I'm not black. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? But next thing you know, everybody in the world saying, no, she's not black. Every time somebody come on the TV, she's not black though. Like, bitch, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Because this bitch ass nigga sit up there and say, I don't know. Is she black? I don't know. That's all he do. Stuff like that is question shit. And he don't really say it. He'd be like, I don't know. Is she black? I don't know.
But you notice that.
And that she know that's it for the MAGAs and them. They run with it.
But you notice there's 2 women that he beat. He ain't beat Biden, the man.
Oh yeah, he want to beat you.
So Biden didn't fall for that shit.
I feel like if you talk so hard, you be on your social media talking so hard, you put brown color, all the nationalities. It didn't matter. She wasn't white. She was still a person of color. Whether she was brown skin, white skin, Spanish, or whatever. She was a person of color, but you still supported this white man over a person of color.
Yes,
that's what I understand.
It was bad.
It was horrible because
yes, it was.
Not only that,
it was bad.
The Project 2025 was out, right?
It was
they
bad.
gave you a full 927, or was it 3,700?
Oh my God! Don't
all
start
900
on that.
Pages of what they're gonna do to your ass, and everybody sitting there like, "Oh, that ain't got nothing to do with me."
Oh yeah, please don't let me start that Project 2025.
And say it ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't you got immigration working for you? Don't you got a small business?
Yeah, they ain't.
Don't you need government funding to fund your business?
That's why I want all those people to come back on this podcast, because I want all those people to come back, because that was our debate during the moment. You know what I'm saying? So come back at the end of this stuff so we can debate some more of the results. Who was wrong? Who was right?
No. Hey, look. Hey, Jones. We passed debating. We gonna Friday ass.
Joe Magas, Black Magas, the Black Magas. There's no conversation with them.
No, everybody's general. Black Magas and beyond. We gonna Friday ass. If they come on this show, we will roast your ass.
Spanish Magas, yep, they in that too.
Yeah, Spanish Magas. And they got videos of this one girl that was on the jump. We love a Trump. Next thing you know, they interviewed her recently, not long ago, crying and shit. I can't believe he doing this to us.
You better believe it, guys.
Better believe it.
Hey, breaking news. They got 5 dead in Israel, 389 injured.
Damn, they blowing shit up.
See, damn, we'll have to wait the next podcast. But that's what I mean by you being in the middle of something. You on a tightrope if you want to punch somebody in the eye first, when everybody in your neighborhood is not on your team. Then you see what I'm saying? You the only person sitting there with a red flag and everybody else blue. But you want to punch the blue in the face and run home? Like that's going to end there? Nope. There's going to be some more activity. Trust me. Put your covers on.
And what he just saying is referring to y'all MAGAs, Black MAGAs, Hispanic MAGAs, Angelicals, the religion.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
All different types of MAGAs.
However you say that shit.
All different types of MAGAs.
Evangelicals.
Yeah, them. Yeah, them.
I don't even think I said it right, but it sounds good.
We need all the
evangelicals.
Evangelicals, MAGAs. All you different types of MAGAs. Y'all need to come on this show so we can roast and yeah, you're right. Evangelicals too. Yeah, we gonna roast your ass.
MAGAs, evangelicals, Spanish, MAGAs, Black MAGAs. We need to have a convo for sure. And we had a lot of them come on this show, but they don't want to come on now.
Yeah, because we passed that. We gonna roast.
Because you're gonna roast them. See what I'm saying? They don't want that. I think that's why they don't want to come on there. There's no more talking because y'all was just wrong. Y'all was goddamn loud, wrong, and lying. So at this point, come on and discuss. I'm gonna start chasing y'all ass. I'm gonna call y'all YouTube channels and all that shit in a minute. I'm gonna start doing this shit. Y'all tripping. I need to discuss with y'all bitch ass niggas. Yeah, we're gonna start. Fuck that. I had a black lady. I was set up for success for a black man to run the motherfucker. Y'all fuck this. Boy, I'm gonna get y'all ass. I'm gonna get y'all. Y'all fuck me up. This could have been the shit. Black speaker, the black president, lady. Come on, bro.
DC would have been a 51st joint.
Oh my God.
You had a couple of Democrats.
Grandma would have had a lady coming in the house and help her free of charge for the government. Come on, man. We love that. You know what I'm
saying? Instead of that, y'all won't be acting like house niggas. Hey, look.
They like doing that.
Hey, look. Go ahead, continue to kiss his ass. See if you're going to return the favor. They ain't going to happen.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Follow your boys as we talk politics. Your way, our way. You know what I'm saying, dog? The normal way. Black and proud.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. We the hood view.